Hello. Welcome to the third module of pharmacovigilance training. That is adverse drug reaction sources. These are the various sources through which we collect the adverse drug reactions. Literature reports, spontaneous reports, solicited reports, health authority databases, business partners, and the digital media. Let's look into one by one in detail. The first source of ADR is the literature reports. The scientific and medical literature is a significant source of information for monitoring of the safety profile and the risk-benefit balance of medicinal products, particularly in relation to the detection of new safety signals or emerging safety issues. Marketing authorization holders are therefore expected to maintain awareness of possible publications through a systematic literature review of widely used reference databases, example Medline, Exapta Medica, or Embase. Literature search in the scientific database should be performed no less frequently than once a week. The reports of suspected adverse reactions from the medical literature, including relevant published abstracts from meetings and draft manuscripts, should be reviewed and assessed by marketing authorization holders to identify and record individual case safety reports. And these scientific literatures are the significant source of information for monitoring of the safety profile. Next important source of the ADRs is spontaneous reporting system. The source of spontaneous reports is crucial for marketing authorization holders to receive the adverse drug reactions pertaining to its own products. If any adverse event is experienced by the patients, they can directly report the ADR spontaneously either to marketing authorization holder or regulatory authorities. Hence, these spontaneous reports are also known as voluntary reports. The spontaneous reports are unsolicited communications by the healthcare professionals or the consumers to the company or the regulatory authorities, which describes one or more adverse drug reactions in a patient. The spontaneous reports are not derived from study or any other organized data collection schemes. These are voluntary reports without involvement of the company. The marketing authorization holder is obliged to facilitate the different channels for the consumers or the patients to report adverse drug reactions. The different channels to receive the spontaneous reports include a dedicated telephone number available on the patient information leaflet. A consumer or a healthcare professional can directly call to this number and report the ADRs. Company website and the dedicated email ID through which the ADR reports can be received from healthcare professionals or consumers. A company can also develop mobile applications for the consumers to report the ADRs experienced with their medicinal products. Marketing authorization holders can have the dedicated social media platforms, which can also be used for reporting the ADRs. It is obvious that when we receive ADR reports via spontaneous sources, we may not have the complete information at the first instance. Hence, it is at most important to ensure the receipt of minimum information like identifiable reporter, identifiable patient, an adverse reaction, and a suspect medicinal product, as these details are minimum required for considering the case as valid individual case safety report. And also it is important to take consent from the reporter to contact them back for further follow-up to collect additional details or missing information in order to assist the case report. As per the regulatory requirements, marketing authorization holders should have a robust system in place to receive the spontaneous reports, which includes the standard procedures to make adequate follow-up attempts to collect the complete information as much as possible. The next source of ADRs is solicited reports. Solicited reports of suspected adverse reactions are those derived from organized data collection systems, which includes clinical trials, non-interventional studies, registries, post-approval named patient use programs, other patient support and disease management programs, surveys of patients or healthcare professionals, compassionate use or named patient use, or the information gathering on efficacy or patient compliance. These are the examples of the solicited reports. We'll see few in detail. Clinical studies are the important source of solicited reports. It includes bioequivalence study or clinical trial reports. Pharmaceutical company, as a sponsor of these studies, has complete control over its clinical studies, and it is important to know whenever there is an adverse event emerged from any of these clinical studies. Any ADRs or any adverse events that are experienced by the participants of the clinical studies, clinical investigator is responsible to share all the serious adverse events with the sponsor, who will assess and further report to health authority as required. Registries, patient support programs, and market research programs. These are coordinated by the pharmaceutical companies. The next source of adverse drug reactions is the health authority databases. The health authority databases is also an important source to collect adverse drug reactions. These are the large databases maintained by the health authorities and accessed by the marketing authorization holders in evaluating the signals. Eudravigilance. Eudravigilance is a system for managing and analyzing information on suspected adverse reactions to medicines which have been authorized or being studied in clinical trials in the European Economic Area. The European Medicines Agency operates the system on behalf of the European Union Medicines Regulatory Network. Vigibase. Vigibase is the unique WHO global database of reported potential side effects of medicinal products. It is the largest database of its kind in the world, with over 30 million reports of suspected adverse effects of medicines submitted since 1968. It is continuously updated with incoming reports. FIS. FDA Adverse Event Reporting Systems, which is maintained by the US FDA. The FAIRS Public Dashboard is a highly interactive web-based tool that will allow for the querying of FAIRS data in a user-friendly fashion. The intention of this tool is to expand access of FAIRS data to the general public to search for information related to human adverse events reported to the FDA by the pharmaceutical industry, healthcare providers, and consumers. The marketing authorization holders can access these databases and retrieve the information as part of the signal management activity. This information will be useful in validating the signal which are newly identified. The ADR reports, which are directly reported to health authorities by the consumers, can be accessed through these databases by the marketing authorization holders. The next source of ADRs is business partners. This is also an important source of adverse drug reactions. Marketing authorization holders, when delivering the medicines to the patients, they would have different business partners with whom they would make an agreements defining the business terms and conditions. Each business party having their own responsibilities and obligations towards the regulatory requirements. Pharmacovigilance agreements include technical agreements and safety data exchange agreements. Technical agreements will be arranged with the third parties in case of outsourcing any responsibilities of pharmacovigilance, in which the responsibilities of both parties, sponsor and service provider, will be clearly defined along with the definitive timelines where required to meet the regulatory obligations. Safety data exchange agreements will be arranged with partners who can be co-developers, co-licensing partners, co-marketing partners, and the distributors. These agreements are mainly to define the responsibilities to transmit the safety data information, mainly the ADR reports, in timely fashion. Before arranging the agreements with third parties, it is important to perform the due diligence to understand the current status of the new partner's existing system and their procedures for handling the safety information. Defining the timelines is also an important part of the agreement terms. Reconciliation terms are mandatory to define with a particular frequency in order to verify that all the safety data is exchanged as per the defined timelines. Both parties are responsible to handle the audits or inspections. Terms for ensuring these responsibilities are also defined in the agreements. In summary, when a marketing authorization holder having a business partner, there are high chances that business partner can also receive the ADRs from the consumers on behalf of sponsor. Hence, these agreement would help marketing authorization holder to meet the compliance in ensuring their obligations. The final source of adverse drug reactions in this training module is digital media or the social media. The information on suspected adverse reactions from the internet or from the digital platforms. Marketing authorization holders should regularly screen the internet or digital media under their management or responsibility for potential reports of suspected adverse reactions. With respect to this, a digital medium is considered to be company-sponsored if it's owned, paid for and/or controlled by the marketing authorization holder. The frequency of the screening should allow for potential valid ICSRs to be submitted to the competent authorities within the appropriate regulatory submission time frames based on the date the information was posted on the internet site or digital medium. Hence, the marketing authorization holders may also consider by utilizing their websites to facilitate the collection of reports of suspected adverse reactions. This digital media has become a platform that allows the patients to exchange the information about their health conditions with others who are battling with the same health issues. SMS site. SMS sites are the social networking sites. This category includes Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. By recognizing the potential of a health-related social networks and the forums, the US FDA has engaged Patients Like Me in a research partnership to generate more adverse event data. Patients Like Me claims to have collected more than 110,000 adverse event reports on 1,000 different medications. And the data that the FDA will now be able to assess and analyze in addition to its existing source of information. Nowadays, this digital media has become an integral part of public health monitoring and surveillance. The social media or the digital media is one of the important sources for tracing the adverse drug reactions. This is all about the digital medium. Well, I believe you got an insight on different ADR sources. With this, I would end the session for this module. I wish you good luck for the next modules. Thank you.